If you've spent any time scrolling through Netflix lately, you've probably already seen the name Last Samurai Standing pop up more than once. And if you clicked on it out of curiosity, there's a good chance you didn't stop at just one episode. This series came out swinging hard. It landed with a perfect Rotten Tomatoes score, grabbed global attention almost overnight, and delivered a finale that had viewers pausing, rewinding, and trying to process what they just watched. But what's even more interesting than its wildly successful debut is what's coming next, or what might be coming next. Because the creator of the series, Michihito Fujii, is openly talking about his long-term roadmap, one that seems to involve not just a second season, but possibly a full 3-season arc. And the way he's talking about it suggests he already has a bigger plan in motion, one that Netflix hasn't confirmed publicly yet. Today, we're breaking down everything we've learned, from Fujii's surprising comments to where the story is headed, to what the ending of Season 1 is quietly setting up, and why fans should be excited but also realistically cautious about where this goes from here. And fair warning, there are some light spoilers ahead for Season 1. In a recent interview, Fujii was asked a pretty simple question about how many seasons he would need to tell the full story. He didn't hesitate at all. He just said 2 or 3 seasons. Straightforward, confident, almost unusually direct for a showrunner speaking before a renewal is confirmed. But that wasn't the part that really caught people's attention. He went on to talk about something most creators avoid acknowledging publicly: the reality of how modern streaming can completely kill momentum. He pointed out the problem with long gaps between seasons, sometimes 2 or even 3 years. In that time, viewers forget characters, emotional beats, relationships, and even the reason the story mattered in the first place. He explained it so simply: when too much time passes, people just forget. And that's why he packs as much story as he can in a single season. That's why Season 1 moves fast. It introduces a lot, it resolves a lot, and it opens even more. It's not rushed, it's intentional. Fujii wasn't saving his best material for later seasons that might never happen. He made Season 1 strong enough to stand on its own. Some fans love this creative approach. Others worry it can make later seasons feel rushed or overwhelming, but either way, the result is the same. Season 1 feels full, but also unfinished, and that's exactly what makes the future so interesting. And the finale makes it very clear: this story is just getting started. The original 292 samurai have been reduced significantly, but the race to Tokyo is far from over. Shujiro and Futaba's mission hasn't even reached its most dangerous stage yet. Their goal, exposing and stopping Kawaji's political conspiracy, is still ahead of them, and Season 1 only scratched the surface of how deep that conspiracy actually goes. The entire government-level corruption plot is still mostly hidden, waiting for Season 2 to unravel it. Then there's Kyojin, whose loyalty seems to be shifting in subtle but intentional ways. This character is being set up very carefully. Every meaningful pause, every shift in expression, every moment of hesitation is hinting at something bigger. Whether he becomes a full antagonist, a conflicted rival, or something entirely unexpected, he's being positioned as a major force in the next chapter of the story. And of course, the death game itself isn't even close to finished. The prize money, 100 billion yen, is still in play. The rules of the tournament still matter, and the true origins of the competition haven't been revealed yet. Season 1, despite how packed it is essentially the opening act. Everything from here gets more intense, more political, and far more personal. When Fujii said the story could be told in 2 seasons but would ideally be 3, he also made something else clear. If Netflix allows him to end the story in Season 2, he will do it. He said, if we could conclude the whole story with another season, that's our mission. That means his creative plan is flexible. He knows how the story ends. It just depends on how much time Netflix gives him. And this is where things get a little uncertain. Because as of right now, Netflix still hasn't officially renewed Last Samurai Standing for Season 2. Despite all the hype, despite the reviews, despite the massive social buzz, nothing is guaranteed yet. Netflix has a long, complicated history with shows that do well critically, but don't meet its internal metrics fast enough. And many shows, great ones even, award-winning ones, have been canceled after just a single season. Even Alice in Borderland, which became a global hit, wasn't immediately guaranteed a renewal. It had to prove itself through massive numbers. So while Last Samurai Standing is performing well and the momentum looks good, Netflix hasn't made the call. Not yet. But the early signs are strong. 100% Rotten Tomatoes score, a global trending surge, heavy word of mouth, comparisons to Squid Game and Alice in Borderland. Netflix has been actively looking for another big Japanese hit, so it wouldn't be surprising if the renewal is already being discussed internally. The other advantage the show has is its source material. It's based on the ongoing manga by the same name with 4 volumes currently published. This gives the series a solid foundation to follow, but Fujii has made it clear that he isn't limiting himself to a strict adaptation. He respects the manga, but he wants the freedom to make the story work in its own medium. That can be exciting. New scenes, new character moments, unexpected twists, but it can also be risky. Fans who love the manga may not appreciate big deviations. It all depends on how well Fujii balances creativity with faithfulness to the heart of the original work. Part of why fans can't stop talking about the show is how it blends multiple genres so smoothly. It mixes historical samurai culture with the tension and unpredictability of modern death game storytelling. There's the massive cross-country competition, the brutal duels, the political scheming, the emotional character motivations, and a huge cash prize on top of it all. Even though the story is set in 1878, the pacing feels modern, quick, sharp, and unrelenting. Shujiro's mission gives the plot emotional weight. Futaba brings intelligence and grounding. Kyojin adds unpredictability. Together, the cast offers something deeper than simple action: purpose, consequence, and humanity. And that blend is what allowed shows like Squid Game, The Hunger Games, Alice in Borderland, and 3% to become global sensations. If Netflix does renew the show, Season 2 has the potential to be bigger than anything in Season 1. The race into Tokyo would intensify dramatically, the conspiracy would finally move to the forefront, Kyojin's loyalty could explode into a major turning point. With fewer samurai remaining, the story can go deeper into each character's motivations and conflicts. And knowing Fujii's storytelling style, Season 2 would likely move very fast with higher stakes and even more unpredictable twists. But there are real risks. Netflix might wait to see long-term numbers instead of making a quick renewal decision. The pacing might overwhelm viewers if too much story is packed into a short season. Deviating too far from the manga could split the fanbase. These are real possibilities, and they matter. Still, the big picture remains clear. Netflix is actively searching for its next major Japanese blockbuster. After the massive success of Alice in Borderland, the platform knows the global audience is ready for more Japanese original content with high-concept premises and emotional storytelling. And Last Samurai Standing fits that mold perfectly. Whether the journey ends in 2 seasons or 3, it's obvious that Fujii already knows exactly where he wants the story to go. Season 1 lit the fuse. Season 2, if it's allowed to happen, would take everything to the next level. And a potential Season 3 would bring the entire saga to its intended conclusion. But until Netflix makes things official, everything depends on viewership. The more people watch, share, and talk about the series, the stronger its chances become. For now, fans are watching the numbers and waiting. So I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Netflix will renew Last Samurai Standing for a second season? Would you prefer the story to end in 2 seasons or expand into a full trilogy? And who do you think will have the biggest impact going forward? Shujiro, Futaba, or Kyojin? Let me know what you think in the comments.